Okay, let's play some damn chess. Street whore. You slut from China. Bitch, suck my slut. Suck my slut. You suck my dick, bitch. Okay, it's time to do some dick sticking up some butts. I'm thinking to fuck your butt. I'll fuck your butt. I'll fuck your butt. Move! 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 Come on, you dick sucker. From China! Suck my motherfucking dick. Suck my motherfucking slut. I'm bringing out that whore. Suck my slut. Now fucking move this pole down here. Come on, you slant-eyed slut. From China? Move your ass, you slut. Come on, you slant-eyed slut. Get your goddamn ass. Get your goddamn ass put the fuck back to China and cut that goddamn coronavirus back with you. And in fact, the whole entire goddamn Chinese military and Chinese government so that they cannot be a threat to the United States of America. Kill them all and let God sort them the fuck out. God fucking damn it. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my motherfucking slut. Suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. You suck my 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 dick. You suck my dick, bitch. 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 You suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Move! 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 Move, whore. Street whore. From China? No. Fuck you. Suck my slut. Suck my motherfucking slut. Come on, you whore. Move, you whore. Suck my slut. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. Suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Bitch, suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Suck my fatherfucking dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my slut. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. Suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. Man, look at this fucking shit. God fucking damn it. Suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Look at this fucking shit. You goddamn son of a goddamn bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. You suck my motherfucking slut. Suck my slut. You suck my dick, bitch. Oh, holy with Uzi Emily. Let's watch this chick.
Good morning. 9 minutes after 7 when I'm supposed to start. My darlings, my angels, my loves, my he's, she's, and theys. Haha. I'm late to my own show. That's crazy. But totally warranted because I'm doing so fucking much.
Come on, let's walk, Brooke, you slut. From China.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm happy to be here. I very much am excited to talk about Christian nationalism again today. As many of you know, Christian nationalism is very important to me. It is a serious threat to our way of life here in the United States. And I've talked about it a lot because I have a lot of experience with Christian nationalism, and I very much grew up, as you all know, in the evangelical Christian church. And there are a lot of things that I talk about in relation to that. But the reason I started talking about evangelical Christianity and the upbringing therein is because I started witnessing, I mean, we've all been witnessing the rise of Christian nationalism here in the United States. And I think it is very harmful. I think it is very dangerous. And so I started talking about Christian nationalism months ago now. I started talking about Christian nationalism, particularly when this new United States administration came into power, and I saw a lot of the signs of religious authoritarianism. And little did I know how much I didn't know, okay? Because I had heard of Jerry Falwell, and I had heard of Paul Weyrich.
Come on, you goddamn son of a bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, you bitch. Move, you whore. You fucking whoremonger. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. What the goddamn fuck is going on here? This goddamn son of a goddamn bitch. Goddamn
and
move.
I had heard of the
Goddamn
moral
move.
majority.
Goddamn motherfucker.
And,
Move!
you know, some of these other names in relation to Christian nationalism, I knew
Suck
what
my
Christian
slut.
nationalism was, but oh my good goddess. I had no idea how deep Christian nationalism went. Is my sound different?
Suck my slut.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Stupid!
Oh no. Oh no, not tech
Alright,
problems
fuck
for like the
his.
most serious
Oh!
conversation. Good morning chat. Hi, I'm late to the stream. I'm late to my own stream. How is
What
it
a
different? Is it bad?
dumbass.
Sounds like a different mic. It's not a
Stupid!
different mic. Here.
Man, he put his
What are we
man.
doing?
He
Hold
put
on, hold on.
himself right in that damn checkmate. Stupid ass slut. Stupid fucker.
Is that better?
Stupid.
better?
Stupid fucker.
Does that
Now
sound
that
better?
cuz was stupid. Stupid.
Is it better? Okay, cool. And
The stupid
we're back.
machine.
We're back. Does that sound better for YouTube as well?
You
Sounds like
whore
$1 million
ass-
bucks.
you suck
Oh my
my whore ass
gosh, you
dick.
guys.
You suck my whore
I'm
ass
still
dick.
learning how to make my bangs cooperate. See how they want to
fucker.
like part right there because that's what they did for so long? Oh my good goddess. Oh my good
goddess.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Oh
thank
my
you,
bless
thank
you
YouTube,
soul.
thank you, everyone. Thank you.
My soul.
Yeah, life has been crazy for me. I feel super behind on literally everything in my life. Work has been kissing. Work has not been kissing my ass. Work has been kicking my ass. That was not even a Freudian slip at all.
You suck my
My boss has been on my
dick,
ass.
bitch.
She literally made me cry yesterday. So, and that's
Made
fine.
you
Like,
cry?
I'm generally
Why?
sensitive. I know I come on here and I rant about a lot of terrible, you know, really intense things, but I'm still like very. I'm
Come
very
on, you
sensitive, okay? Yes, I cried yesterday about work. No one ever should cry about work, okay? It's...
Does she smell like spit?
I know. But, hello from Scotland. Hello, Scotland.
She's cute.
Oh, you're from Texas. Hello, Scotland. I'm from Oklahoma. I'm not actually making fun of you. There's this weird rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas that I actually, don't really understand. Like, I don't care. I have bigger fish to fry than hating on Texas. I think it's mostly has to do with like a sports rival. And who the fuck has time for that? Who has time for sports? Are you kidding me? I'm so busy crying about work. Just kidding. Not really. But yeah, we have
Suck
some
my
important stuff to talk
slut.
about today.
I
I
see a
haven't even
dick in
looked
your
at the Discord
future.
in, like,
I
24
see a
hours.
dick.
That's insane for me. That's
I see a dick
Hi,
in
from
your
Miami,
future.
Florida. I'm finally
I
able to
see a
catch you
dick.
live. Yay! Hello, welcome. That's cool because we have some super chill stuff to talk about today. Just kidding! It's Christian nationalism, the worst thing in the whole world. One of the worst things in the whole world. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be with you guys. This is why I'm alive. Good morning, Brad. Excuse me. That banana.
I see a big dick in
you
your
guys,
future.
Christian nationalism. What the absolute fuck? Literally holy fuck. Or lack thereof. Oh my gosh. These stupid bangs. Which I do love. Good morning. Amen
the
to
hell?
that. LOL. Yeah.
Stupid!
Guys,
Cuz that was stupid.
Hold on. Bangs up.
Stupid,
Cooperate. I do not have time to micromanage everyone.
The stupid machine.
Hello,
I
Casey, this
fuck
trans girl wants your hair.
Oh!
Honey, girl, bunches of oats. You can have it. We can trade. You can totally have it. These people really hate interracial couples with
That
the white guy
was
having
you
what? I don't understand what's
absent-minded
going on.
bitch.
I don't understand that comment, but Anyway.
You stupid.
Oh my god, guys, stop. Stop.
You
It's
suck.
like not even
You
7:15.
stupid
That's
motherfucker.
crazy. That's
Stupid
crazy.
fucker.
You guys.
You
What was I
stupid
talking
bitch.
about? You guys make it. Sometimes you guys make it hard to talk about the very serious stuff because you just make me blush over and over again. Anyway.
Move, you whore.
So, yes. Okay.
See, that fucking
Oh my
pisses
goddess.
me off.
Oh my goddess, I'm so frazzled. I'm so frazzled. I'm doing so
But
much.
spit.
And
God damn
work
it.
is making me cry. I feel behind, like I'm not giving you guys my best, and that's even worse, right? And then I finished the
Come on,
Bad Faith
goddamn
documentary
motherfucker.
last night.
Come on!
Nationalism, and oh my goddess. Oh my goddess.
Oh my
I see what you're saying.
goddess.
Christian nationalists only have a problem with interracial couples when women do it, but when women do it, like, stereotypically with, like white women with black men. I know what you're talking about now, but men having an Asian fetish is totally fine in their eyes. Okay, I see what you're talking about now. You can just chill with us sometimes too. What do you mean? Am I not always chill? Am I not always chill? I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
Okay, you
I don't know if I can be
slut.
chill. I don't know if I can be chill because of all of the things that I have yet to learn. I don't know if I can be chill. I grew up in the evangelical Christian church, and I have recognized how dangerous that was for myself. Over the past few years, I have learned how dangerous it was for the people outside of essentially my demographics, right? And how it resulted in Christian Zionist beliefs that were very harmful, of course, resulting all the way over to the Middle East in a genocide against the Palestinians. Growing up in the evangelical Christian church was intense for so many reasons, and it's taken me a long time to deconstruct from all of the harmful beliefs, from all of the harmful thought patterns. But one thing that has been the most sinister for me to come to terms with is how deeply Christian nationalism was intertwined with my upbringing, okay? I always say that as much as I don't want to have to talk about both politics and religion, the reality is I was raised to be both a Christian and a conservative, okay? I was getting talked to about politics all the way from the pulpit on Sundays, on the church services, and also in my high school and middle school classrooms in Bible class, because I went to the Bible-based private school affiliated with a megachurch here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I have a lot of indoctrination history about both Christianity and conservatism. And as the new United States administration has been increasing its its fascism, its authoritarianism, I have been watching this from a lens of the religion that I was raised in, right? That is the background that I have. And I knew that Christian nationalism was happening. I have heard of the names like Paul Weyrich and Jerry Falwell and the Moral Majority, and I have understood this concept for a long time now. I saw how the voting patterns of the people around me were affected by the religious leaders in power, by the pastors and the small group leaders in the church I grew up in. I saw all of that happening, and I witnessed how insidious it was. But it was not until I watched the Bad Faith documentary that I realized how intentional it was, how deep it went, how coordinated of a propaganda machine Christian nationalism actually was. Christian nationalism is not just a result of people having personal faith experiences or spiritual transformations and then all getting together and saying, hey, now we should make this a Christian nation because that's going to be best for everyone. That's what a lot of everyday Christians would like to believe. I think that they're trying to convince that a lot of their beliefs and actions are for the greater good. But when I learned more through the Bad Faith documentary, how intentional it was, how there are actually coordinated plans in place, It blew my fucking mind because it is so crazy how much work went into trying to turn this into a theocracy. Literally the word theocracy being used by the people trying to coordinate this. And again, not just fringe beliefs here. I mean, they're fringe in that I think Christian nationalism and evangelical Christianity are not the majority of even just the number of Christians in this country, right? They're not the majority, but they are the dominant ideological framework. They have the most power because that is who these very, very smart and politically savvy people in power have manipulated these. It was essentially really targeted at suburb and
I'm so glad he got rid of that fucking
poor, middle to working class white families, right? And there is so much in the Bad Faith documentary when I was watching it that I was like, oh my goddess, this goes so deep. This goes so dark. And so I wanted to recap some of the things that stood out to me in the Bad Faith documentary, which is available on Amazon Prime. It's available on Peacock, and I think it is available for free on Tubi. Let's see, is that what it says? Yeah, for free on Tubi. Bad Faith has so much in it. It exposes Christian nationalism, the most powerful anti-democratic force in America. I think it's only a year old. Yeah, it's only a year old. It was released in 2024. And so you guys can imagine how impactful watching this documentary was as someone who grew up in the indoctrination machine. I was one of the targeted groups of individuals, right, who was supposed to become a Christian nationalist. And I'm so glad that I escaped. I talk all the time about how I escaped the alt-right pipeline, right, how I escaped the far right, how I escaped this indoctrination, but there are so many things in the Bad Faith documentary that I do talk about on a regular basis, but it gave a lot more, it backed up a lot more of the things that I tried to bring to life and the things that I tried to shed light on. So I wanted to talk about a few of those items. Bitch. One of the quotes that I really enjoyed, there are a lot of quotes that really hit home for me. And one thing that I did not actually know the depths of was how rooted I understood that Christian nationalism and white supremacy was intertwined because the large majority of Christian nationalists are white evangelical Americans, and I understood the entanglement of those two power structures there, but I did not know the history of the roots behind how that came to be, and that is very much talked about in this documentary. And it's in reference to the vilification of immigrants and people of color and black people in the United States by the Klan, okay, by the Klan. This was a quote that really hit home to me because I say a version of this quote in reference to so many other things, not realizing that really it can be tied to all the way, trace it back all the way to the Klan, right, when it was 8 million strong. 8 million strong. I had no idea. Once you believe that Satan is an actual present daily force, okay, it adds a tremendous intensity to the commitment to loyalty. And this is something I talk about all of the time, even before I watched this documentary. How all of these issues, all political issues, voting patterns, everything in the evangelical Christian church is painted as part of a spiritual war. It is painted as a fight for good versus evil. And in more so, it is painted as a war of righteousness, and how if you consider yourself to be righteous, if you want an eternity in heaven, instead of, and this is what's crazy, an eternity in heaven
I see a
Spending
dick in your
forever in
future.
the lake of
I
fire,
see a
gnashing of
dick.
teeth, all of that.
I
You
see a
have to
dick
align
in your
yourself with
future.
righteousness,
I
which
see a
means
dick.
voting in a certain way.
I
And
see a
promise you
dick
that
in
this
your
is so real
future.
because,
I
again,
see a
all of the
dick.
things that the Bad Faith documentary was talking
Dick.
about, I was thinking back about how I was raised and the
Suck
environment
my
I was
slut.
raised in, and I was just like, oh my God, that is exactly what was happening. That is exactly what was happening in the Christian church that I grew up in. Again, a mega church, a large ass church. Okay?
Now fuck
And
up and
so-
bring this book right here.
I thought it was really brilliant that the way that this documentary pointed out how what started out and what was at its core
Oh,
a white
stupid!
right? A
Cause
way
you
of
fucked up
building
big
a
time,
theocracy
slut.
predicated on
From China!
the premise that certain
Kiss your
people,
ass
white
goodbye,
Christians
slut.
essentially, are by
You
nature, by
whoremonger
divine mandate,
from China.
better than others and
You
deserve to
slut-eyed
dominate over others.
Slut!
Right? How all of those core concepts eventually were
I got myself
kind
a
of
whore.
covered up with the narrative about abortion laws. That was a crazy
Suck my
tie-in that
slut.
I did not realize was so intertwined.
Much!
So the documentary talks a lot about Paul Weyrich, and again, I have heard, even growing up in the Christian church, I heard a lot about
Much!
Paul Weyrich and this goofy-looking creep.
I want to start
That's
dicking
not
up your
kind,
pony.
but I don't care. This guy, I don't know why I did that. This guy
I
is
fucked his.
essentially the mastermind behind so much of the religious right and Christian nationalism in this country. And he straight up wanted a theocracy. Like, he straight up wanted a theocracy, and he was, very much a zealot,
Suck
a
my
religious
slut.
zealot. He was very much both a religious zealot and a Republican strategist, and so that's why he teamed up
Yep.
with Jerry
Dick in your future.
Jerry
I see
Falwell
dick.
in 1980,
Dick.
and I definitely heard a lot about Jerry Falwell. I definitely heard a lot about this guy. Like, my family loved him, my church loved him.
Suck
He
my
was an
slut.
American Baptist pastor, televangelist, and conservative activist. And
Much!
I heard about him a lot, and so he and Paul Weyrich
Spit,
teamed
spit,
up
spit, spit,
and
spit,
created
spit,
the
spit,
Moral
spit.
Majority, which is something else I heard about too, to co-opt Christianity into a Republican voting bloc. Because, and you have to understand that people going, like, there are so many reasons that people go to church on a regular basis. One of the key reasons
Much!
is this is a good place to socialize with the kids you have. This is a good place for them to make
Much!
and build relationships in your community. That can be a very simple reason to be going to church. Maybe you kind of believe in something spiritual. Maybe you believe in a higher power. You don't really know what to do with it. And so you're attending these
Suck
regular
my
weekly
slut.
church services. And you're looking for answers. You're already looking for answers. Do you know what I mean? You're in that mode. And so Weyrich,
Suck my
brilliantly,
slut.
was like, well, if they're looking for answers, I can give it to them.
I
can
fucked
give them,
his hole!
Answers in the form of
That's twice I
creating
fucked
a
your ass.
Christian
That's twice I
nation.
fucked your ass.
And this was interesting. It apparently,
twice
this,
I've kicked your
concept of a
ass.
theocracy goes back to a form of Calvinism.
And now you
which
are
believes
under
that
1,000.
People are favored by God because of their prosperity. I talk about the prosperity gospel all of the time as a concept in the Christian church related to how pastors essentially dupe the congregation into giving them money because it's like it's.
I beat you
It's
once
very
as a honky.
hypocritical
I beat you
because
once
it
as the
shows,
honk. I beat you once
wealthy
as the
pastors
honkies.
can
Now
look how much God
and
has
now I
blessed
beat you
me.
once as the blacks.
You can be blessed too if you give your tithe and offering to the church, and it's just like the siphoning of wealth from the bottom to the top, right? I didn't know the roots in Calvinism. I didn't know about how Calvinism really is also predicated on the stratification of society and people who are, proclaimed better than others, particularly if they are born with more wealth, which is just so insane to me. But It's crazy. So, yeah, I think it was interesting how the Bad Faith documentary got into the myth about how the religious right galvanized particularly behind abortion, you know, and protecting the babies who were unborn or whatever. When in reality,
I see a dick in your future. I see a dick.
Seated motivation.
I see a dick in your future.
Moral majority, which eventually, like Paul Weyrich, also founded the Council for National Policy, which was a direct manifestation of the power grab for Christian conservative policies. Right? The Council for National Policy formed and drafted all of the Christian conservative intentions and goals and agendas.
I'm fixing the ear, you're rook.
The Council
for cutting off your right ear.
Into all of these different facets of present-day United States, right?
I'm fixing the ear, you're rook. God.
One of the main goals, one of the original founding principles of
I'm fixing that ear, you're rook. Not cutting off your right ear.
Was
Slut.
The subjugation
from China.
Of was the subjugation of people of color to prop up white people. It was very intentional, but they knew pretty soon on that they would not maintain power. They would not maintain voting power based
I'm fixing
on
to cut off your right ear.
So that is.
I got one word of advice for you.
I believe it
Resign.
was 1978.
I'm fucking your butt.
So. Yes.
You Chinese whore.
I believe it was
you are into prostitute.
Roe v. Wade was ruled on in 1973.
I just eared your rook.
Jerry Falwell, that televangelist, didn't even preach about it until 1978. Because again, it was not actually their top priority. They just started co-opting the opposition to Roe v. Wade. They started talking more and more about abortion as a way to make the movement of the Christian right, the movement of Christian nationalism, and the rise of the religious right, a moral battle, a moral standpoint. And they were able to galvanize a lot more people because it was about protecting life instead of subjugating specific kinds of life like people of color. And that's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy in the sense that I had no idea. I had no idea that that's why it was being, pro-life narratives were harped on all of the time in the church that I was raised in. We were always, I swear to God, it had to be once a week I heard a sermon about abortion. Little did I know how intentional that was, how manufactured that narrative was. I sometimes wonder how much my pastors, my teachers looking back when they were talking about all of these subjects, how much they realize all of their teachings and their messaging was 100% manipulated in favor of this movement. Do you know what I mean? Because later on in the Bad Faith documentary, they talk about how they used the data of everyday people, the data of church congregations, the actual patterns of behavior and mental health. That is very, very powerful data to have. If you know how someone's mental health affects them, if you know someone's behavioral patterns because they're self-reporting it, as the documentary talks about, how easy is it going to be for you to manipulate the voting patterns, to manipulate the belief patterns of that person? And that is what the Christian nationalist movement has 100% that is how it has been able to garner so much power. That's insane. And there was also the Watchman on the Wall, which was an offshoot of the Family Research Council, which was an offshoot of the Council of National Policy, right? The quote that was used in the Bad Faith documentary on behalf of Watchmen on the Wall was, "Our mission is to champion the pastors of America for the transformation of America," that is a direct manipulation tactic. And so thousands of pastors were receiving specific messages on this app, almost is what it looked like to me. It was like an app for pastors to download so that they can preach to their congregations specific messages that will shape the voting patterns, okay? And the Family Research Council also published iVoter guides, which are supposedly nonpartisan, but they were set up in a way and they were passed out to church members in a way that was like Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, and Hillary Clinton's, list of subjects or policies were like Hillary Clinton supports a homosexual agenda versus Donald Trump supports American families. Do you know what I mean? Like how sinister stuff like that. They were very intentional about shifting the church congregation as a voting bloc. And they were mining the data of the church directories. Like once everything became digitized, even in the church, which thank goddess I escaped before all of my data went to the church. Oh my goddess, I can't imagine. What if I never left? What if they got enough of my data to be able to affect my algorithm? Because as the Bad Faith documentary pointed out, they then used the data from like church directories in combination with social media data. And they were able to do micro-targeted advertising on specifically Facebook, but other platforms as well, related to, again, that self-reported behavioral and mental health disorders. It's insane. And it's not just that these people were in an information silo. Like, I think one thing that a lot of people think they get frustrated with everyday Christians about is how they fell for this. But the reality is we're not relying on newspapers anymore. We're not tuning into local news anymore. We're getting our information from social media, from online. And
did you expect me to understand the fuck of you?
Financially backed institutions like the Council for National Policy through the Family Research Council or Center or whatever it is, conducting these very micro-targeted ad campaigns with your specific data from the church that you went to, you have almost no chance of breaking free from that. You have
Come on, let's swap whores.
Especially if you're so busy that you are just trying to put food on the table. You don't have time to fact check. That's why you were going to church, to get information that is supposed to empower you. That is why you're going to church, to get the answers about the big questions of life in the first place. And you're being fed this narrative that you have to take a moral stance on the voting policy, on the policies in this country, and how you vote will affect whether or not God has a stronghold in this country, or it's just going to fall to the secular, liberal hippies or whatever. It's hard. I can't imagine. And the thing is, here is how that trickled down to me. My parents were the ones going to these church services and getting these messages and then instilling them to me. Okay, I don't really blame them anymore. The more I learn about Christian nationalism and how overt, openly honest, essentially these Christian nationalists are, the more I'm like, I mean, honestly, they know what the fuck they're
Cause you're
doing.
looking kinda sad.
They know what the fuck they're doing. And I like that at the end of the Bad Faith documentary, one of the speakers was talking about how in order to have an autocratic government, you need a charismatic leader, which the religious right has, okay, a cult of personality. You need an arm of propaganda, which they have been building through the Moral Majority and these Christian entertainment platforms and the Watchman on the Wall that is telling pastors.
I'm going to see her say,
religious right has, okay, a cult of personality. You need an arm of propaganda, which they have been building through the Moral Majority and these Christian entertainment platforms and the Watchman on the Wall that is telling pastors what to preach about, all of these things. And you need the cynicism of the elites, which is basically a group of the most highly educated people in the country who look at all of this and see an opportunity to manipulate the situation to their advantage in the pursuit of their own personal power. And the a lot of these like Christian nationalists in power,
dumbass.
I'm not convinced they actually believe what the fuck they're talking about.
What
I am not convinced. I think that in a large sense of the matter, it's a power grab, because the easily swayed church congregation is so so willing to just go along.
Wow, those
with
pieces
are
are going bye-bye. Oh, I'm biting my hand.
For everyday Christians who are just trying to survive, who are just trying to put food on the table.
And you're gonna lose that damn...
And they end up manipulated by these very dark...
Kiss that night goodbye.
By these very sinister attempts
Mrs.
at power
Slut
grabs.
from China!
And here we are now, right? I think because of all of this brainwashing...
I got one word of advice for you. Resign!
Because the white
there ain't no way in
in
hell you can win unless I lose on purpose or I mean my internet fucks on.
And very... in a lot of with that they're supposed that they're giving the church with the hopes of like being protected. But
I
no.
fucked his
This is one of the craziest I've never watched a documentary.
His ass like a
I've watched so many documentaries, but I've never watched a documentary and been like, that was so funny. I sounded like Donald Trump. I've watched so many documentaries.
Damn, I fucked his ass.
I've watched so many documentaries, and I've never watched one where the whole time I was like, yeah, that was me. Or
have we had enough?
That was my community.
have we had enough? Have we had enough ass fucking yet?
Oh, actually, I've heard that exact
Are you butthurt? To ask Sword to sit down and play another game of chess? From that ring of fire around your ass, from that ring of fire around your asshole, from where I stuck my dick in your butt so hard and thrust it too hard, you got a ring of fire around your asshole like a hemorrhoid, and you're too butthurt to play another game with chess, too ass sore. Anyway, I got news for you, Bubs.
Brad, are you gifting memberships again?
You won't be able to walk straight for 3 whole weeks, nor will you be able to
You're so
play another game of chess. All you'll be able to do is lie in bed and hope a Chinese whore wife.
Hello, everyone. I went on my rant. I did it.
Goddamn stupid.
It is insane how data can be micro-targeted.
Goddamn
I will buy pantyhose or a bra online, and my Facebook will pop up ads for those products. Yeah.
You stupid fucker.
Oh my gosh.
Stupid fucking
cunt. We're not doing the pro-choice pro-life debate right now. I am pro-choice. If that
he bringing out that whore.
I'm not changing my stance, and I'm not gonna take I'm not gonna take any of it.
Come on, you want to swap whores? Okay, we'll swap whores. Come on, let's swap whores. By the way, being
slut that slut. Is pro-life. It's just the life of the mother, but it's fine. Oh man, they don't believe it. They are hedonists in private. I tend to agree with that. As far as the people in power who are.
Whore.
Hi, Matt. Welcome. It's okay. I was late, too. I was late. I think everyone behaved. I went on a rant and I did not,
Come on, you slut.
I did not watch. While cooking, yeah. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, there are a couple other things in the Bad Faith documentary that I wanted to say. I thought it was really cool. I had never heard of Reverend, what was his name? William Barber. And that is something that I do want to, he brought up something that I do want to talk about soon on stream, which is the difference between mainstream white evangelical Christianity and the black American church. And their evangelical Christian narratives are very different. I want to get into that in more depth in another segment someday, but I'm glad that they included Reverend William Barber because I hadn't heard of him and I hadn't seen all of the work he and his team are doing. Weyrich was insane. Paul Weyrich was insane. That was so gross to me. I'm very interested. One thing I very much want to learn a lot more about is all of the data mining, because I remember, what was it when it was like, I think it was like, it was a data company or maybe a university. I swear it was like 2016.
I'm gonna fuck your butt too.
When, there was like propaganda on Facebook that got in a lot of trouble. I think maybe even in relation to the Russian government infiltrating Cambridge. The Cambridge data leak or whatever. I feel like I was still barely informed at the time, so I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. But that was how that was one of the first things.
Move!
Yeah, Cambridge Analytica, thank you, Lucas. Ever explored liberation theology? I'm a fan of Cornel West. No, not in depth. Maybe that's another
you suck my motherfucking dick,
yeah, Cambridge Analytica, that was the first time that I ever really learned about like data mismanagement. And so I'm really interested in the data mining of churchgoers and how that was used to build up Christian nationalism. I think that is super fucking interesting. So this is the one that the Bad Faith documentary talked about. Hold on. Yeah, I360. The data is the difference. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so stressed out. Hold on. So like... Each of our solutions built to help you scale your voter contact program. It says it on the fucking homepage. Oh my goddess. How is this legal? Don't answer that. I know, like, but I mean, how are we just not dealing, oh my goddess. How are we just not dealing with this? Our work with I360 proved to be the difference. Had it not been for I360 in the wake GOP volunteers, I am confident Paul Newby would not be Chief Justice of North Carolina today. Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess, it's right here. It's on the home fucking page. It's right here. They're literally saying it. They're saying it. Oh my god, you guys.
She said, yeah, "Oh my god, no, not oh my goddess."
Fucking interested in. Oh my goddess, voter and consumer data.
Suck my slut,
you guys. Voter data, consumer data, aggregate data, member supporter, political ID.
I gotta go shit.
I360's unrivaled database
is a unique
combination of hard data points and predictive modeling. Our data set incorporates extensive political identification, coalition, and membership information. In addition to lifestyle and consumer data collected from multiple top-tier providers, our data is further enhanced by our suite of predictive models, filling in gaps and helping us build the most complete profile for every individual possible. You guys, this makes me feel so icky. This makes me feel guilty. Like, I've worked with ads. I'm in marketing. Like, I've worked in... targeting specific audiences. Now, I was in corporate marketing for a while, and that was very soul-sucking, as you can imagine, like just making some rich guy richer. But now that I'm in a nonprofit, the targeted ads that I do are like, targeting people with the intention of helping them or elevating their life in some way, which I still go back and forth on the inner morality of it. But, it at the very least does not feel like I'm just feeding capitalism. But this is insane. This is insane. I'm a brainwashing specialist. I mean, I'm trying to use it for good now, alright?
Now
I grew up
move this
as
king
a
right
victim
here.
of this. I mean, maybe not this just for the sake of, I don't know how digital all of our data was when I was a child, but the actual, the manifestation of the Christian nationalist movement, according to the Bad Faith documentary, hit me. It trickled down to me. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And you know what this leads me to now? I literally, I'm not saying, I know there's, psychological, oh, you're joking, sorry. I know that there is, a psychological process of, if you see an ad on your feed, even if you don't click it, it sticks in your mind, and maybe, 7 touch points later, eventually you will want that thing or whatever. But I by habit, I don't buy anything online that I see online. I don't click on ads. I just, by nature. I can't do it. I'm not saying they don't affect me. I'm not trying to have that kind of hubris.
Ooh, she's...
But look at this. This is insane. Oh my god. I360 independently sources voter data from every state and multi-sources lifestyle and consumer data from top-tier providers, prioritizing the accuracy and depth of every profile. Oh my god. That's insane. That's so fucking crazy. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, of course they're not going to publish all of the data points. Yeah, secure. You were referencing your other chat. You guys, this is so... It's right here. It's right the fuck here. We're doing it out in the open now. We're doing insurrection out in the open. That's what I'm gathering. That's what I'm gathering. This is so sick. They eat all of our cookies. Yeah, correct. We forgive you. Thank you, Lucas. Oh my goddess. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't even know what to do with this. I'm not surprised in this.
Man, that woman smelled like
I can't
spit.
believe humans could stoop so
Too
low.
bad I didn't screenshot her.
It's jarring. Is more
Too bad I
where I'm
didn't
at.
screenshot
It's jarring
spit.
for me that I was the product of all of these movements, of the Christian nationalist movement. I was the product of the very intentional and organized and intelligent actions and agenda on behalf of Paul Weyrich and the Council for National Policy and the Moral Literature.
Come on, you
all
whore.
of these intentional manipulations.
You stupid whore.
These very much affected me.
You should have moved that
It's
fucking
jarring
bishop
for me
right here.
because I have been talking about on my channel. You can go back and see that I was talking about, how intertwined the morality.
You are not gonna
intertwined
ear
the
my
voting
rook, you
patterns are with
slut.
the narrative of this is a spiritual war, and this documentary. It wasn't brand new to me, but I didn't know that was very intentional rhetoric. Do you know what I mean?
You are not going to ear my rook,
point
you
out, like,
dumbass.
hey guys, they're framing voting patterns as if it were spiritual warfare. That's why evangelical Christians take it so seriously. Da 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 da.
Dumbass.
And now this documentary, it's not showing me something new, but it's showing me how intentional that was and how that was a product of these agendas. It's very jarring. It's very
Bitch ass
scary.
fucker.
Do you know what I mean? Babe, this is this is like this is i360.com. Can you see that?
Come on, you whore.
Oh, here, let me show you this way. Can you see that? i360.com there at the top? i360.com. That's it. It's literally the homepage for, this is what was mentioned in the Bad Faith documentary. This was their data mining tool for how they got the data from church congregation, from churches, right? Whenever churches started to get
shit in my
digitized
pants.
and they started paying their tithes and their offerings digitally online, like by the time I left the Christian church, you could just set up a recurring, like a fucking subscription for your morality. A recurring tithe and offering based on 10% of your income. You could set it up digitally online with your church, with my church at least, because it was a mega church. It had the money to set all of this up. And you could get, sermons that were recorded, delivered to your inbox, delivered to your email. You could get, what else could you get? There were so many, Christian resources that you could go online and say, I need help with, childcare this month or whatever. And all of that stuff, all of that was being tracked and then being fed straight into i360. And this is the home page of i360 talking about how to sway voters. Oh my God, you guys! Oh my God, yeah, auto pay your way into heaven.
That's 3 times she said, oh my God,
Obviously,
instead of,
we're
oh
in
my
heaven.
goddess.
We're here, what do you mean? Obviously, this is the best that life can be. This isn't so fucking crazy. I think it would be fun for you to watch a documentary series about the American evangelicals from the Dutch evangelical public broadcaster. Oh, is there? Oh,
So glad to get rid of one of
I'm
those
sure I have a
fucking
ton of fun
bishops.
on that. Oh my goddess. Guess he was using money he was fleecing from his followers to
We love
invest
Geneve,
into some
Vegas.
African
We
slave
love
money. Yeah,
Geneve,
basically.
Vegas.
Our parents were
We
often
love
unaware
Geneve,
and
Vegas.
complicit. Correct. And that's why I try to have a lot of grace for my parents. And I talked about this I think yesterday, like how much work it takes to break free from apparently very manipulated and intentional indoctrination and propaganda. Like, we have seen how deep all of this goes. It's on our phones. It's in our minds. You want to talk about a fucking mind virus?
Oh my
That's
God,
Christian
I got
nationalism, folks. And how hard it was to break free from all of that.
Man,
It took me
fucked up.
years to even just come to the courage to be able to question them. And then it took
Man, I
me
just
years
fucked
to
up.
navigate feeling lost without what was very much intentionally designed to be my personal identity, right? liberating myself from all of those narratives took a lot of years. Then it took a lot of years to learn about how that was done. To learn about how sinister and how deep it goes. That took so much time and effort, and I still have barely scratched the surface. All of that time and effort it took, I don't think... my parents had me when they were 20 and 22 years old. I started questioning religion. I started questioning all of this at 21 years old. If I had had a child, a baby to take care of, if I had even been married and had to take care of a husband, do you know what I mean? Like, I cannot confirm, and I've really had to come to terms with that internally, that I might not have had the power, the bandwidth, the freedom to question all of this. And I think it is super important to have grace for a lot of people who might just not have had the resources to question this stuff. That is why this messaging, as the Bad Faith documentary, take care of a husband, I know. That is why the documentary talks about how all of these messages were targeting specifically poorer or middle class, which is still like part of the working class and compared to the billionaire class. That is why they targeted these poorer white families. And
white trash.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you who forgot about poor white trash, for those of you who forgot about poor white, for those of you who forgot about poor white trash, if that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass.
Are the victims of brainwashing and manipulation for corporate interests? Yeah, well said. Well said. Christian nationalism is not about God. It's an unholy alliance between the corporate devils and authoritarian elites. As a black Christian, we never bought into the white Christian nationalist movement. Now I'm deconstructing from the black church and organized religion. Yeah, and that's a very
Bishop
that's
right
something
here.
that I definitely want to get into in more depth again in future streams, is the difference between the white evangelical Christian church in the United States and the black evangelical Christian church in the United States. I have some articles and some resources that I have been looking into to kind of educate myself on some of these narratives that I was not privy to, obviously, growing up, and the differences.
Come on, you slow-ass slut.
Just a little bit more of a nuance there that I do think is important to recognize, for better or worse. Yeah, lots of middle-class people are poor now. Yeah. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my goddess. Okay, well, anyway, everyone's having a good time.
We love G Vegas. We love G Vegas.
Oh my goddess.
We love Geneva Vegas.
Okay, chat?
We love Geneva Vegas.
Yes, we are. We have to.
We love Geneva Vegas. We love Geneva Vegas.
Brad is in the... Oh my god. Brad just became a best friend, which is, for on the YouTube memberships, that is $25 a month, I believe. It's just to, support me a little bit more. That is so supportive. He upgraded from, one of my friends to one of my best friends. Best friend! I should get us bracelets. Thank you, Brad. You guys are also supportive, even while I am navigating all of this insanity. Brad is a true rock star. Shout out to Brad.
Come on, you 100%. Slut.
100%. My gosh, Brad, Lucas says on Twitch. Yeah, correct.
Come on, you slut.
I appreciate you guys so much. Like, you guys really push me and challenge me to keep learning all of this stuff. You guys bring really awesome topics. We will fix it, I promise. We're working on it, aren't we? Isn't that what this community is doing? Just trying to support what you do. Thank you. I want to support you guys.
Come on,
I feel like I'm never doing enough, like or not.
Come on,
that
you
I can always
fucking
be doing
slut.
more. Obviously, that we don't need to psychoanalyze that, but it really means a lot when you guys support like this, because it tells me that we
don't even think about
that
you,
we're on the
slut.
right track, and we have a lot of work to do, but that we're building a really good foundation, and that means so much to me. My emoji. I'm even wearing this shirt. And
send me an emoji.
But not with the hair.
Spit.
Okay, you guys. You get my day started
Send
on the
me
right
an
foot,
emoji.
Casey.
Send me
You guys
an
get my day started
emoji.
on the right foot before
Send
I go
me
in
an
and cry about
emoji.
work again. I'm not gonna cry at work today. That is my goal. Oh my goddess, that's so unhealthy. That's so unhealthy. But it is what it is. You know, we're all living in capitalism. We all gotta figure it out. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. And I will talk to you soon. I appreciate the daily hour stream. It's a great way to start the day. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate this too. I appreciate being here with you. When I first started, I was like,
Dick.
Whatever, let's
Dick.
go, you know, whatever. And I've been meeting the most awesome people. I hope all of you have a really great day. Wish me luck and that I don't cry at work. TBD. But thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing about I will see you soon. I can't wait to see you again. Every time I get off stream, I'm like, damn it, like now I gotta wait a whole 23 hours before I hop back on. So have a good day, everyone. Have a good day. I
see a
you.
dick in your
Be well.
future.
Make
I
choices.
see a
I'll talk to you
dick.
soon. Much peace and love to everyone in the
Cuz,
chat.
you just fucked
and
up with that
everywhere else in
music,
the whole
you
wide
stupid
world.
fucker.
Oh my god, I miss you already.
Cuz,
Okay.
you just fucked up, you son of a bitch. I got one word of advice for you. Resign. You slut. You slut. You dumbass. I just got myself a whore. Spit, 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 spit. Much! Kiss that whore goodbye. Kiss that pony goodbye. Suck my slut. Oh, you dumbass. Spit, 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 spit. What a dumbass. What a fucking dumbass, you stupid fucker. What? I fucked his hoe! Oh! Oh, the Uncle Mark laugh. Damn, my clock stopped working. What the fuck's going on here? See, that fucking pisses me off. Where'd that fucking battery go? Where'd that slut-ass battery go? Where'd that slut-ass battery go? I know it's around here fucking somewhere. Here the bitch goes. It's working now. Let me reset the fucking time. 10:53. Come on, you slant-eyed slut. Come on, you slant-eyed slut. God fucking damn it.